More than 200,000 Canadians experience homelessness each year. On average, many don't make it past 50, and a large portion die in emergency rooms alone, isolated from family and friends. But as Cass Rusi reports, a Toronto doctor is working to change that.
We're off, right?
We're off.
Naheed Dosani is a palliative care doctor, but his patients aren't in hospitals and clinics. Rather, they're in shelters or drop-in centers. His small roster of patients are some of the city's homeless.
When you're socially isolated on the streets, who's advocating for you?
Dosani dispenses much-needed health care to a vulnerable and marginalized population, many at the end of their lives. His first stop, a palliative care hospice.
Andy, how are you feeling today?
He's checking in on Andy Thomas. Now 43, Thomas is near death from metastatic bladder cancer. Dosani and his team were able to secure a bed here, where, in all likelihood, Thomas will spend the remaining days of his life. If you weren't here, Andy, where would you be?
Oh, the streets. Easily on the streets. There's nowhere else.
You're really strong, Andy. Yeah. Hang in there, okay?
His family most likely is us at this point.
Yeah.
And that's why today's visit was so important. It wasn't just a check-in. It was family. It was people he's known and built bridges with, bonds with, relationships with over time.
From the hospice, Dosani heads to a shelter in Toronto's East End.
So we're headed to Wood Green Community Services to meet a gentleman who is 63 years old.
Mickey Sennison has lived on the streets for most of his life and has struggled with substance abuse. He's given up the drugs, but not the alcohol. Dosani knows he can't stop Mickey from drinking, but he can try to lessen the damage he's inflicted on his liver.
We're trying to give you the opportunity to feel as good as you can, given what's going on.
Most Canadians would prefer to die at home, says Dosani. The homeless and the vulnerably housed are no different.
Should we really die so differently? At least at the end of life, people should deserve an equitable access to a good quality of life.
And knowing the need is great not just here, but across the country. Cass Rusi, CBC News, Toronto.